there's something very sensual and erotic about cars. In this movie, you can feel it. Can you talk a little about that?
Well, you know, I think, one, I think you're right. There is something sensual and erotic about cars, but there really is something sensual and erotic about those Detroit muscle cars of that time. I mean, if you ever look at one product and think, why did they ever stop doing it that way? It would be those cars of that era. I mean, why they would just turn them into sedans just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But yeah, you put those cars and you have that kind of iconography, and then in particularly when you come to dealing with the chase, you've got like the two greatest Dodges ever, the Dodge Charger and the Dodge Challenger going up against each other. I just, if you're attracted to that car stuff, I don't see how you can resist it.
And how did you get to write women dialogue so realistic? Do you spy on them? Do you...
Well, it's like, one, thank you. Well, yes, it's not so much I spy. Well, I mean, one, I'm a writer. That's part of what I do is take people and, try to figure out their speech patterns, their humanity and stuff. But I had a lot of help this time around because, pretty much for the last 5-6 years, I just have a lot of female friends. I have a whole lot of female friends, and I kind of hang out in different female posses where, me and these 3 girls or me and these 4 girls, and we just hang out and just have a good time. And I just like the company of women. We just have a good time. But and it's not like they treat me like a girl, but I'm just there, all right? And so they're their way they are with me, the way they would be with their girlfriends. And so that is wonderful. It gives me this wonderful, as a writer, and just humanity-wise, it gives me a nice insight and a nice look, and I hear the way they talk and the way they think and this and that and the other. And then when I'm writing, I just gravitate towards that then, and I just start thinking like them, and then it just starts flowing. I was really proud of the girls who I created in this movie. I was really proud of them.
The film is a spectacle. I mean, it's hard to define. It's a great homage to films from the 70s, but at the same time, it's its own thing. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, well, it's like it's the way I do stuff. Where it's like I'm inspired by this genre or that genre. I like working in genres. I like that I do personal work inside of genres. I think that's a groovy thing. And I like that I don't pander the genres. I'm doing genres that I actually like and that I actually appreciate. And I'm going to deliver the goods one way or the other, but I'm just not going to deliver it the way it's been done before. It's part of my fun is to go in there and use the structure, monkey around with the structure, monkey around with your expectations, slow stuff down that's supposed to be fast, speed stuff up that's supposed to be slow, but still ultimately give you what you want by the end of the movie. But my way.
So Quentin, the film is going to be released as 2 different movies. But it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it worked.
Well, it's going to be like, well, the thing is, actually, it's going to be quite terrific, I think, because ever since Kill Bill, it's been kind of fun for me to do different versions of the movie. And the thing is, the one that plays in America, Grindhouse, is going to be considerably shorter than Death Proof by itself, because I cut it down. It was also a fun experiment to just try to cut the movie to the bone and just see if it would exist. And it does. And it is about that whole experience that night. But Death Proof, when it's released by itself, well, that's the script I wrote. That is the story I truly wanted to tell without any of the bells and whistles of the other thing. So they both are legitimate, and they both exist almost independently of each other. So you guys are the lucky ones. You guys get the full-on version.
Okay, the last thing is how important is passion? You seem very enthusiastic and passionate.
Yeah. Making a movie is it's fun work, but it's hard. It's really, especially if you're trying to do something special. I don't know how you could get through it if you didn't have passion. I couldn't get up. The worst thing about directing to me, hands down, is getting up in the morning. I would not get up in the morning for that long of a period of time unless I had passion to do it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Great.